cinema community, we heard our local AMC just got done seeing Twisters in Dolby Cinema. Early release. This is our extended review. Rebecca, what'd you think?
This is a popcorn flick, pure and simple. If you're looking for something light and fluffy, it's a movie that, you know, you might go see on a date or something. I really wasn't that impressed. I know the original one I was not seriously attached to, but this is a decent spiritual successor. Spiritual Successor is a film that takes a lot of themes and ideas and kind of remixes it a little bit. It doesn't do that bad in this regard, but the movie ultimately was just not that entertaining to me.
This movie is a standalone sequel, meaning if you saw the 1996 Twister movie, this is not the same thing. In fact, none of the same characters, nobody's referenced. Same idea. They're out chasing Twisters, though.
There are a couple winks and nods. The main device is named Dorothy, just like in the original, and there are some romantic overtones. That being said, this is entirely its own thing.
This movie is definitely about the Twisters, but honestly not as much as I thought it would be. It's very much about the relationships, about the characters. You know, some good, there's some bad, there's some twists and turns. Unfortunately, it did feel a little bit predictable to me. There's a lot of music in there. In fact, I read somewhere, I think it's like 26, 28 songs in this movie. Definitely, if you like music, you're gonna like this movie.
I did like some of the original songs, however, the needle drops just felt like a little bit too much too fast. You know that feeling when somebody's trying to sell you a soundtrack? This is kind of what that felt like. That being said, the original score was pretty good for what it was.
This movie was 2 hours and 2 minutes, and honestly, it felt that way. It didn't feel boring, it kept a pretty even pace, but it just felt like it went on a little bit too long for my taste.
Slight spoiler, there is a wink and a nod to an incident with the original Twister, so I did appreciate that. That was kind of funny.
I like the original Twister, so I was actually excited about this one. However, it just didn't grab me quite as much.
Part of the experience with Twisters is being scared of the tornadoes, being scared for the characters. The effects to me weren't terrifying. They're just like, oh, it's big. Oh, it's like trying to be scary. Oh, the actors do a lot of heavy lifting in this movie, especially with the script. It's a little bit by the numbers in some ways.
The effects weren't too bad. Unfortunately, they weren't super impressive. However, on Dolby, they were pretty great. The movie's also playing on IMAX and XD. I suspect that'll definitely enhance the movie experience if you choose to go see it.
The cast is pretty solid. I just wish they had more of a story to sink their teeth into.
Rebecca, is it worth a watch?
If you like the concept, as Tyler says in the movie, if you feel it, chase it.
If you feel it, chase it!
For the rest of us, just wait till this hits streaming.
I think this movie, if you're gonna go see it, I think probably the theater's the place to see it. There's not a lot of great movies out right now. This might be worth a watch. It's a fun popcorn flick. And I think there's a varying opinion. Some people really loved it and some people were kind of like, eh.
This has been one of our extended reviews. If you want to check out some of our other extended reviews, click the links to the right